ప్రెసిడెంట్ అయిన జ్యోతి మేడం గారు జాయిన్ అయితా ఉన్నారు. అది ఒక సంతోషం విషయము. ఓకే. జై వాసవి. అమ్మ మన ప్రేయర్‌తో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తామమ్మా ఈ కార్యక్రమం అన్ని.
ఆంటీ జ్యోతి ఆంటీ గారు జాయిన్ అయినారు.
ఓకే. జ్యోతి మేడం వెల్కమ్ టు అవర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మా. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఎస్ మేడం. ఇది మాకు ప్రౌడ్ ఇది. ఎలాంటే ఇన్నాళ్ళు చేస్తా ఉండేదానికన్నా ఇవాళ మీరు జాయిన్ అయ్యిండారు మన చిన్నారుల జతలో. చాలా ఖుషిగా ఉంది.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మా. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మా. అమ్మా మన ప్రేయర్ స్టార్ట్ చేసేమ్మా.
కలిపిచ్చే కదండి ఇది సేవా సమితి.
ఆంటీ ఇప్పుడు నా దగ్గర లేదు ఆంటీ, వేరే డివైస్ లో ఉన్నాను.
ఒక నిమిషము మ్యూట్ ఆల్ చేసేస్తావమ్మా. ఎవరు తెలియ.
ఒక నిమిషం ఆంటీ చేస్తున్నా.
పెట్టుమే అదే.
ఓకే ఆంటీ ఇప్పుడు ఒక నిమిషం ఆంటీ దొరికింది, నేను స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను ఆంటీ.
లేదంటే నేను చెప్తాము అనేసి నువ్వు స్టార్ట్
ఆంటీ దొరికింది, ఒక నిమిషం ఆంటీ.
ఓకేమా. ఓకే ఓకే.
ఆడియో మాత్రం షేర్ చేస్తున్నా.
ఎస్ మా. జ్యోతి మేడం ఏమైనా మాట్లాడతారేమో మేడం.
హాయ్ ఎవ్రీవన్.
దసరా ఈవెంట్ కి ఒక చిన్ని అడ్వైజ్ ఆర్ స్పీచ్.
హ్యాపీ టు సీ బ్యాక్ అనుష్క హియర్, రాకింగ్ గర్ల్.
ఎస్ మా.
నైస్ మా, నైస్, వెరీ గుడ్. హాయ్ ఎవ్రీవన్, అందరికి గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. Shlok is so busy. Shlok. Hi, Shlok. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
Good, ma. Good. So happy to see all of you back. Coding class lo, and I think you people were there in the coding class which was taken by Anushka, right? Good. Happy to see you all back here. But we expected more people. We thought you'll call your friends also for the class. You have to do that, okay? So for tomorrow's class, we need more number of people, more number of kids, okay? And even your elders if possible, so that even they can learn along with you, because even they require to know all these things, okay? ఇది పిల్లలకి అనే ఒకటే కాదు, పెద్దోళ్ళు కూడా నేర్చుకోవాల్సిండేది ఇది. Okay, then you call your parents also, let them also learn, so that if you have any doubt, even they can clarify, or if they have a doubt, it's good that you people clarify. That feels so good, right? Okay, so welcome you all to the classes, and today and tomorrow our dynamic Anushka will be taking class for you. And thank you so much, Anushka, for taking the lead, and thank you, Saroja madam, for initiating this, and we thank you, Renuka ma'am, also for encouraging such things. And the Prajna vibhag is really doing very well. Thanks for everything, and not taking much time, wishing all the kids a happy time and happy learning also. So bye everyone. Thank you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ జ్యోతి మేడం. మీ బిజీ షెడ్యూల్లోనూ ఇప్పుడు వచ్చి మా బిడ్లకి ఆశీర్వాదం, బ్లెస్సింగ్స్ ఇచ్చిన దానికి చాలా ఖుషి. ఇది వచ్చి మనకి పాపం దానికి క్లాసెస్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది కదా, దీనికి మన కోడింగ్ క్లాస్ 4th లెవెల్ ఇంకా కాలేదు. దానికోసం ఇది
Okay.
వెకేషన్ లైన్ ఇది కానీ అనేసి ఇది ఒక ఇంత పెట్టిండేది. థ్యాంక్ యూ
Good,
మేడం.
good.
అంటే కొన్ని స్టూడెంట్స్ అంతా ఇంకా స్కూల్లో ఉన్నారు. Yes, అనుష్క మా కంటిన్యూ మా.
Thank you, auntie. Thank you for the kind words, Saroj auntie and Jyoti auntie. I'm happy to be back. I've missed you all so much, and I hope you all haven't forgotten coding. I hope you've been doing it on your own, practicing. Okay, so today I think we're going to start the well-awaited text-based coding. I remember a lot of you asking me, when are we going to start doing text-based coding? And I think that's why you guys would have noticed a change in the age limit. It's usually 8 years and above. This time it's 12 and above because it's going to be a little bit more complicated for little ones. But yes, I think all of you will cope up. All right, so let's get started. So there's one website that I'm going to ask you all to create an account in. It's going to be really simple. I'll just show you guys the website's page. Okay, when I share my screen, I want you to tell me if you can see it or not. Okay. And yes. Do you people see my screen now? Can I
Yes.
just get thumbs up? All right. Okay.
Yes.
You guys see my screen? Great. Okay. So this is the website we'll be using for today. And it's very important that you create an account. Otherwise, whatever you code in here, although you can code without an account, you won't be able to save the code. It will get lost after you close the laptop or your computer. Okay. So I'm putting the link to this website in the chat box, and I'll close the chat box for a few minutes so that there's no other following message, so that the link goes back. Okay. I hope you all can see the link that I've sent. Can you all open it? Yes?
Yes, okay.
Okay, cool. All right, let me just show you. I think it's really simple now. I don't have to show you all how to create an account, but I will anyways, because it's my duty to. Okay, so you all can you see the green button on the top right corner? Do you all see the green button on the top right corner? Can I get a yes or a no?
Yes.
Yes, okay. You all remember, right? You're free to speak in this class as long as you're respectful of everyone else. So you don't have to stay on mute and not talk. Of course, you have to stay on mute when you're not talking. But if you want to say something, please raise your hand and speak. And when I ask you a question, please feel free to answer. This is a very open class. The people here, they're not your classmates, they're your friends. And so am I. Okay. All right, let's get started. So you're all going to click on the green button that says sign up on the right top corner of the screen. Okay. Has everyone done that? Does it show you this page? Do you all see this page? Yes or no? Can I get an answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. All right. And now you can choose whichever that you're comfortable with. I think almost all of you are going to have a Google account. So you can go ahead and click on sign up with Google, and you can choose on the account that you're going to use. So all of you go ahead and do that. I'll give you 2 minutes. It's 4:45 right now. I will resume class exactly at 4:47. You have 2 minutes to create your account. Any doubts, please feel free to ask me. Okay, I'm assuming everyone is done.
Yes, it's done.
Yes, and presumably there's no problems that you all have faced because I didn't see any
Hello?
doubts come up. Yes.
Oh, ma'am, once can you explain it again? Not understanding.
Okay. All right, I'll explain it again. Next time when you don't understand, ask me on the spot. Okay, I will explain. As soon as I finish explaining, you can ask me. You don't have to wait for so long. Okay, let me show you again. When you press on the link that I've given you in the chat, you're going to see the screen. And in the screen, you're going to click on the green button on the top right corner. You can say that you can see that the
ma'am?
button says, yes.
How can we open this link, ma'am?
I've sent the link in the chat. You just have to press the link and it'll show up on your computer. Okay. Is that clear, Suvan? Can I get a response from you?
Ma'am, we are joining from the mobile. And how can we open that link?
No. For this, you're gonna have to join from a laptop only. It won't work that well on a mobile. Is that clear?
If we want to practice that link, how can we practice in the computer?
Yeah, you can do it on the computer.
How?
What does it show for you when you open it on your phone? What does it show when you press the link on your phone?
Ma'am, I have not got any link, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sending the link again.
Yes.
Okay, now please press on it. Press on now. When you click on the link on your phone, what do you see?
Ma'am,
Yes.
I got the link, ma'am, now.
Okay, now press on the green button on the top right corner. Press sign up. And from here, click on whichever option you're most comfortable with. If you need any help, please do approach your parents. And as for Prasanna, you can try opening it on your phone. You're going to see a similar screen. I am pretty sure it will work out for you there as well.
Ma'am, from the mobile also I'm getting the same which you have
You can continue on your phone. You can continue on your phone then. Okay? In case you face any problem, please tell me. Okay? Alright, so after you all have logged in,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes.
For me, I cannot see your screen.
Yeah, I've paused my screen share.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. So now let me just resume my screen share. Let me see what. Okay. So once you all log in, is this something similar to the screen that you're seeing?
Ma'am,
Af- Yes.
can you say that how can we log in?
Yes, as I just said 2 minutes ago, you're going to press on the green button on the top right corner that says sign up. And then you'll see a lot of options that you can use. I think the most common one would be continue with Google. So you can press on continue with Google, choose an account and log in. Okay. All right. So once you log in, I presume that this is the screen that you all are seeing. Can I get a response?
No, because it's not the screen I see.
Okay, what do you see?
No.
It's something with hello
Ma'am, we
world.
see HTML, CSS, something like that.
All right. Okay, wait.
Yeah, the same here.
Okay. Can one of you, okay, Himashri, why don't you share your screen so that I see what you people are seeing? Okay. All right. Cool. This is also fine. Okay. This is also fine. Then we can start off from here only. I thought you don't see the screen, but that's fine. I'll show you what to do. Okay. Now you're going to take a pause from your screen and you're going to look at my screen. Okay. I want you all to pay attention to what I'm showing you. Okay. So this is the website that we're going to be making today. Okay. We're going to be making a website about Navaratri that tells you what Navaratri is. Okay. Yes? No? Maybe? Can I get a response? Okay. So this is a kind of website that we'll be doing. Something similar to this. Okay. We're going to hope to do this website. So there's 2 parts to creating this website. Okay. As I think you all remember how to make an app. You all had those 4 steps. Get an idea, then you design and you code and then you check. Similarly, for today's website, we have only 2 steps. All right. Out of those 2 steps, first is we're going to give the structure, which is we're going to give all the text, the photos. We're going to put all of that in code. And then the second part is we're going to be designing it. Okay. We're going to give the color, the size, the font, all of that. We're going to do the second day. Okay. So these 2 parts, the first part, which is giving the structure, we'll be doing that today. And the second part, which is giving the design, we'll be doing that tomorrow. All right. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then. Now come back to the screen that you all see. Let me just open a similar screen for myself. Okay, so you all must be seeing a screen like this. Yes? Do you see something like this? Okay, now if you see any code over here, if you see any text under HTML, CSS or JS, you can just delete all of that code. Okay, quickly, backspace and delete any code that they have already written. Okay. Okay, have you all deleted the code?
Yes, Anushka. Done.
Okay, after we delete the code, now I'm going to show you the code that I've already written. And then we're going to do this class a little differently this time. Okay, I'm going to show you all of the code and I'm going to explain everything. Okay, but I won't type anything myself. Once I'm done explaining, I'll ask you guys questions in the middle. I'll ask you, what do we do next? What do we do next? Okay, I'll ask you all one by one. You can raise your hands if you think you know the answer. Okay. All right. So this is the code that we'll be doing today. I know it's really long. It's really
Hello,
long.
ma'am.
Sorry?
Ma'am, after we can now we can do the we should type them, or you'll say that.
Yes, we'll have to type them. But before typing, please delete any code that's already on there. Okay?
Not there, ma'am. Anything.
Okay, then it's fine. All right. I know this looks really overwhelming. There's so much to do, right? I could see from Himashree's face expression, she got scared. She was like, "Oh my god, so much code." Don't worry. We're not going to be doing a lot of it. Okay, let me just show you what we'll be doing for today. Okay, so I will be honest with you. I'm going to give you all a little bit of a homework today, but it's not going to be like the kind of homework that you won't like. It's something that will just help you keep in touch, not forget anything before the next class. I request everyone to keep themselves on mute unless I've asked them to unmute. Okay. All right. So I'll just delete some of the code. I'll show you what we'll be doing today in specific. Okay. Okay. Does that look shorter? Wait. 1 minute. Okay. Yes. Does that look shorter now? Yes. Can we do this? Yes or no? Can I get a response?
Yes,
Come on.
ma'am.
Yes. Okay. I think 4:30 would be a little bit after your lunchtime, right? You guys must have some energy left, or did you use up all? Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to be doing today. Okay. So any HTML document actually first starts with this particular code over here. We say doc type with an exclamation mark over there. Okay. But the thing is, in the website that we're coding it in does not require it. Otherwise, usually you'll always have to start with exclamation mark doc type. But since we don't have to do that, we're not going to use it now. Okay. For today, how we're going to start is we're going to use this.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you enlarge the screen? I can't see the
Okay.
screen, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Clearer?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. Now I'm going to tell you what these things are called. Do you see these sort of half triangles? Maybe I'm not sure what you'll call them. They're sort of arrows. Yes. We're going to call, these are called angular brackets. Okay. We use these angular brackets in HTML coding specifically. And we call each of this, once we open a bracket and then we close it, this whole thing is called a tag. Okay. We call this whole thing a tag. Is that clear? All right. I will be asking questions at the end, so you all better remember and pay attention. Okay. So the whole thing is called a tag. Most of the HTML tags have an open class, an open tag, and a closed tag. Okay. An open tag and a closed tag. So as you can see, this is an open tag. I'm opening HTML tag. This is a closed tag. We're closing the HTML tag. Okay. There will be some tags that are self-closing, but we don't have to worry about that for today's class. We're not going to do that for today's class. Okay. But you have to know that HTML codes, they're called tags when they have these brackets that are called angular brackets. Most of them are closed, like open and closed tags. Some tags are not open closed tags. We call them self-closing tags. Okay. Is that clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now, after HTML, we have this tag that's called head. Now, head is just, the first part of your website, like the one that we're going to start with. Okay. And inside head, you can see I've given title. Now, title is what will show up over here, but it won't show up now because, again, we're using a website. We're not using another kind of app or another platform. This is a website where you can learn. When you use professional platforms to code, you're going to have to use this title so that the text over here is visible. Do you see where I'm pointing? That's where the text will be shown when you use the header and title. Okay. All right. Now we're going to close the head. Okay. Now we're starting with body. Now I think you all must have learned letter writing at school. So writing code for an HTML page is similar to writing a letter. You can see that there's title, there's body, right? So that's what it's going to be like. Okay. So this is a body tag. Okay. You can see that the tags are really simple. They're not really cryptic. They're pretty self-explanatory. So under body, we're going to write whatever comes in the body, right? So you can see that I've used another tag over here that says H1. Okay. H1, that means header 1. Now, what does the 1 symbolize here? 1 symbolizes the size. Now, there's something funny about HTML. Instead of allotting the bigger number as the bigger size, they've given the smallest number as the biggest size and the biggest number as the smallest size, or the highest number as the smallest size. Okay, so if it's H1, then it's the biggest possible text. If it's H6, then it's the smallest possible text. I'm talking about the size, not the length. Okay, so you can see when I say H1, so when I am using H1 tag, what is Navaratri? You can see the size of the H1 tag over here. What is Navaratri? Right? It is pretty big compared to the rest of the text, right? Okay. So we have, yes?
Is this the final size? We have the largest.
Yes, H6 is the final or the largest size. But tomorrow we're going to learn some other code where you can sometimes increase the size bigger than H6. But as far as HTML is concerned, H6 is the smallest and H1 is the biggest. Okay? And
Okay.
yeah, and there's only 6 different sizes. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Okay? All right. Now that we're clear with the header, we're going to start with the next tag. This is the P. Do you see the P tag? Now, do you guys want to guess what the P tag can stand for?
Paragraph.
Paragraph. Exactly. Yes. So the paragraph. So under paragraph, I've given a little text that is practically an answer to the question. Right? I'm asking a question. What is Navaratri? This is the answer to that question. Right? So paragraph, you can write the paragraph in it. Okay? And then you can see I've used another tag over here in the middle, which is the B tag. What do you guys think the B tag is for?
Bold.
Bold. Yes, exactly. Bold. Prajna, do you have a question?
No.
No? Okay. You can lower your hand then. Thanks you. Okay. Now we close the paragraph tag, as you can see. Okay. And now we have the break tag. Now the BR stands for break. Now break just means
Break the paragraph into 2 parts.
yes, it breaks the paragraph, right? You can also sort of comprehend it as leaving a line. Okay, it's like you hit the enter button, so there's a line left. So if you do 2 breaks, then 2 breaks will be there in between the paragraphs. Okay, so as you can see, since I've given 2 breaks, there is this much space between the text and the photo, right? Now let me show you how to insert an image. Again, you can see that the image tag is here and it's called IMG, short form of image. Okay. Now, what is another thing you can notice about the image tag? There's 2 things. Does anyone want to say what it is?
No.
Sorry?
That you have pushed the arrowhead, the closing arrowhead after the link. And also there's an ID for that.
Okay, yes, we've given an ID. I didn't hear the first thing that you said, Himashri.
The arrowhead, the closing arrowhead is after the link.
Yes. Yeah, because, all right. Yeah, that's correct. So we're using two of the attributes that we use for the tag. So an attribute is an extra property that you can apply to the tab. I think the old students might remember when we did code.org, we used something called properties, right? You all remember that? We had a properties block, right? So now when we write extra text after the image over here in the tag, when we write ID and SRC, does anyone want to guess what SRC stands for? Source, yes. All right. So ID and SRC, these are the properties. You can call them properties for the image tag, okay? So ID just provides it a name. You all remember we had IDs for variables and for buttons and texts. Yeah, so here ID is just what you call that particular element in your page by. So if you're going to call that image later on, let's say maybe you want something to happen when the image is pressed, you're going to use that ID to call the image. Okay? Okay, everyone? Yes or no? You all can unmute and tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So for ID, to give a value or a text, yes?
Ma'am, you done a mistake in the break code, ma'am.
Which code?
Break.
Break, yes.
Code.
What did I do?
We should close the break code, ma'am. Close the break.
Okay, that is a good doubt. How about I attend to that after I finish explaining the image, okay? Or else I lose continuity there, okay?
Anushka,
Thank you for telling me that, yes.
isn't the break code self-closing?
I will get to that, don't worry. Let me finish with the image, okay? I told you, right? If I sort of break from there, from the image, you all will forget what I was saying about the image. So I'll finish about the image, then I'll come back to break, okay? So here we're using two attributes for image, which is ID. ID, we're just giving it a name, which is image1. Okay, and then we have source. Source, we're just giving it a link, the link of the image. In this particular website that we're using to code, you can't give your own image from your own file. You can do that if you're using a professional platform though, which we will get to later on, but not in this workshop, unfortunately. Yeah, so you give the link through the source attribute. When you're giving a value for the attributes, you give equal to and quotations. Okay? You give an equal to, then you open double quotes, then you write the value in it. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Now coming back to the break. See, the thing about break is we're not putting any content in break. You notice for H1 and bold and paragraph, we're putting some content for each tag, right? The break tag is not a tag that holds any content. The break tag is more like a function. It just skips a line. You don't put any content into it. So it is essentially a self-closing tag, as Himashi said. Yes, Nagapradyumna.
But you also didn't keep the close tag for the body.
Okay, the body is closed over here. I'm sorry, I forgot to put the slash, but it's closed over here, okay?
And also, why do we have to use this website?
Well, it's not like we have to use only this website. This website is easier. It doesn't have a lot of hassle for you all to log in. And it's pretty simple. It's minimalistic. There's not a lot of features for you all to get confused because this is our first class, right? It has to be simple for you all. You remember code.org also, we started really simple and then we got to the more complicated parts of it.
But Notepad is much easier and like
see, you all are having really good doubts. The thing about Notepad is you have to save it again, then you have to upload it into either your files or you have to use some other external app so that you can share it with your friends. This is not like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm happy to see you all have a lot of doubts. I hope the image tag is clear now. Again, we're putting a break over here, as you can see. And now we have another heading, which is in smaller text. That's why I've used H2, not H1. Okay, we have H2, and I've given the Navadurgas as the heading. Okay. Yes, Pavanjit?
In the I mean the paragraph, you have put break below the paragraph, but in image, in the 9th line, you have put break after the source.
Okay, that's a good doubt. You see, the indentation doesn't play a lot of role in HTML. It's fine if you put it in the same line or if you put it below. There'll not be a lot of difference. Okay. When you leave lines, it's for you to understand. When you come back to the code, if everything is written close, you won't be able to understand what you've already done. Instead, if you leave lines, you give indentation, it helps you understand better. Sometimes indentation does matter when, one thing comes inside another, like inside body, there is H1. That matters sometimes. But in this case, in the break tag case, it doesn't matter. Okay. Good doubt. Okay. So H2, we have a title again, which is the Navadurgas. Yes.
Ma'am, near SRC,
Yes.
we can stop till .com or we should continue the more one.
No, see, that's a good doubt. Okay, see, when we give the link for SRC, we're giving a source for the image, which means it should be an image appropriate link. If you give .com, then it will be a link for a website. So the image most of the times won't appear. You have to choose a link that says .jpg, .png. Okay. Yeah.
Instead of keeping IMG ID, we can keep IMG SRC, na ma'am. It's a easy way that without doing anything, we can
use this ID so that we can call it later. As I said, tomorrow we'll be doing the designing, right? So we need to call the elements so that the designing software knows which of the elements we're designing. Okay. All right. Let's see. There's a little bit left now. Now we have the Navadurgas. Then again, we have bold over here. Okay, do you all see that I've given something called as class?
Yes.
Yeah, now that class is something similar to ID. Again, it's a way to call. Okay. There's a little bit of a difference. I will explain that later. Yeah, so now, okay, let me just tell you what class is now only. Okay, so when we use class, it's when you call it in more than one page. Now we're doing only one page website, but when you're doing more complicated, you're going to use more pages, right? So when you're using more than one page, you have to use class. But ID is only for one page or the whole website, but it can't go to a different page also. Okay. It will be a little confusing now because we're not using a lot of pages. You don't have to worry about that now. In the next classes, whenever we're using more than one page, that time it will become more clear to you what is the difference between ID and class. Yes, Pavanjit.
You haven't used you haven't closed the brackets after B.
After B?
After net.
After where?
You have closed it after net.
Yeah, that's because we're using this attribute here. We're calling it something. We're calling this bold text. We're calling it net. That's why I haven't closed it. If I close it here, then whatever I've given here will also become the text. It will not be part of the code. It will be part of the content for the bold tag. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So I've given the name of the Durga in bold, and I've given about her in outside the bold. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes, Anushka.
Yes.
Okay. Now you can see if I do that, this is in bold and this is not in bold. Okay. I'll show you one without the design in a minute. Let's just pay attention to this part first. Now we have Daughter of the Himalayas. Okay. And then there's this extra part that I've used here, which is H3. Now we're going to add, if we have time, we'll add a link here that when you press, it will open a different website. Okay. That is if we have time because we have only 15 minutes left. Okay. So yeah, we have a link right? We have a link, and then we close whatever tags that we've used. You can see that I've closed the body and the HTML tag. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, in class, you guys can do just one of the Durgas. After class will be your homework, which is the rest of the Durgas. Okay, I'm sure it's not going to be a lot of work for you all. It's easy. Yes, Shlok.
Ma'am, my doubt was cleared.
Clear? Okay. All right, then let me just show you what the whole thing will look like without any styling so that you all are clear. And then you can start coding. Okay. So without any styling, this is what the entire page will look like. Okay. Tomorrow after styling, it will turn more into something like this. Okay. Is that clear? Any more doubts still?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then let's get started. You all can start now. I'm gonna give like 2-3 lines, and in the middle, I'll ask you guys what comes here. Okay. Or do you want me to give you 2 minutes to write all the code that you remember? Yeah. Okay. I'll give you 2 minutes. You all write whatever code you remember. Then we'll continue with me. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes?
I wrote the code. I wrote the code now.
You wrote the code. Okay, that's great.
Now, I can share the screen.
Let's
Ma'am?
finish with the rest of the students. Then we'll come back.
Yeah.
Anushka, how do you start writing?
You just have to put your cursor over here under HTML, and whatever you remember, type it out. We'll come back to that. Okay. We'll start coding at 7:18. Till then, you all remember whatever you remember. You all write whatever you remember. Yes, Shlok.
Ma'am, like at the end of the code, why had you put that angular bracket slash and HTML? Why had you put the slash there?
Sorry, where?
At the end of this?
Here. This one?
Yeah, why did you put the slash?
This is the closing bracket. I told you, right? In HTML, we have tags, and in tags, most of the tags are opening and closing tags. Okay. This tag is an opening tag for HTML. You can see it doesn't have a slash.
Yes.
This one is a closing tag for HTML. You can see that that has a slash. Same thing with body also. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Pavanjit.
Can I also use italic font?
Yeah, if you know how to use it, you can do that.
Okay, thank you.
So I assume you all have already, maybe most of you have already learned HTML at school. Yeah. Okay. I think it's 7:18 now. Shall we start with the coding? Shall we
Ma'am,
start?
it's not 7:18. It's 17:18.
Sorry, 17:18. I am so into the class with you guys. I forgot how to read times. Okay. So then let's get started, shall we? Are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll share my screen again. If you guys can't see it. Okay, do you all see my screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna start. Whoever has remembered whatever you have to
Ma'am?
do. Yes.
Ma'am, once I can share my screen that I have made it.
The other people have not finished yet, right? We'll get to the share screen later, okay?
Okay.
All right. So what's the first few lines that you're gonna give here?
HTML at the starting.
Yes, HTML. And then
Head.
head. Yes, head.
Body. Title, ma'am, next.
And
Title.
title. Okay.
Next, body.
Okay. I want everyone to answer. Now I want someone else.
Body, ma'am.
Pavanjit, tell me what comes. Yeah, Prasanna, you can also tell. After title? Body.
Body, ma'am.
And then?
Body.
After body?
Ma'am.
What comes after body?
Paragraph.
Paragraph.
Heading one.
Paragraph. Yes. Okay, but
Paragraph.
before paragraph, something else comes.
H1.
H1. Yes. H1.
I told H1.
Okay. It's fine. It's not a competition. I just want to make sure all of you know, okay?
Anushka, aren't we going to enter the title now?
Yes, someone forgot to tell me. I've forgotten everything that I know about coding. You all are teaching me now. You can't expect me to write the code on my own, okay? You have to tell me what to do. What do I write here?
The title. Like
Navaratri.
whatever.
Navaratri.
What is Navaratri?
Navaratri. Okay. And then what do I do now?
Title close.
The tag.
You
Yes.
can either write in bold or italic or both.
Yeah, we can do that too. Okay, now I've closed the title. What do I do now?
In H1, what is Navaratri?
Yes, what is Navaratri?
And close.
And close. Yes, that's one close. And then
Paragraph.
paragraph. I want everyone to tell me. Okay, what?
Ma'am,
Okay, I will just. Yeah,
Next one is P.
next one is
P.
P.
The P after the and B.
Okay,
The
you have to do
legends.
the same thing that I have done. Okay. Let me just paste whatever text I had written because we don't have time to rewrite all of that. Okay. So I'm pasting the text. And then what do I do after giving the text?
Paragraph close.
Close the paragraph. Yes. And after that, what do we write?
Break.
Break. How many times?
Two
Two
times.
times.
Yes, twice. And
I
then,
mean, it depends on your opinion.
yes, you're right. It does depend. But okay. All right. It does depend on me. Okay. What do we do after break?
Image.
Image. And then what do I type inside image?
ID.
ID. What do you, okay, what I want all of you to choose the same ID that I am writing now in case you
Image one.
yeah, in case you guys have written something else, please make sure you change it now. When you're coding on your own, of course you can choose whichever ID you like, but because we're going to be continuing with the same thing tomorrow as well, we're going to be using the same IDs so that you don't get confused between my ID and your ID. I request you all to follow my ID. Okay, what do we give after ID? Source. What is the source? I'll give you guys the source for the image as well. For now, you guys can use my image. In case you've already found your own image, that's fine. You can use that. After class, if you guys want, you can choose your own image. Okay. I'm putting the image. Yes.
What can you send the link of that image?
I've sent it in the chat.
Anushka, also the paragraph you typed.
I typed.
The paragraph you typed, will you also
Oh, okay. You want me to send that as well? That is up to you all. You can choose whatever you want to write. That is, yeah. Okay. I'll put that as well. Yeah, I've sent it. Okay. Now, quick. What do I do after image?
Break.
Break. Again, how many times?
Once.
Yes. And then,
Uh,
come on, Shlok, where are you? You tell me.
H2 Navadurga.
Yeah.
Yes, H2 Navadurgas.
Then close H2.
And close H2, yes. And then,
Class.
Class.
class, is that a tag or an attribute?
Tag.
Are you sure?
Attribute no.
Attribute, yes. What tag do we put the attribute inside?
Ma'am,
One.
actually we should keep the attribute tag near the BR. Break tag we should keep. Before H2.
No, we can't just put an attribute outside a tag. I'm asking which tag do you put the attribute inside?
Class one.
Sorry? Okay, I'll tell you guys. We're putting the attribute tag inside the bold tag. Okay, we're going to write bold first. Then we'll give it the class. Class is not a tag. Okay, class comes inside a tag. And what was the class that I gave? Class that I gave was net. Okay, all of you please remember. Now, there's no reason particularly behind the class's name or the ID's name. It's just to make it easier for you all. Okay. All right. Now, after bold tag is after the opening tag of bold, what do I write? The name of the first Navadurga, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That I'll tell you guys. You can, okay, that whatever it is, the name and the meaning of her name or who she is, that is up to you guys. You can write it on your own. Okay. Then we close the bold tag. Right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
What do? We just type, right? We type the meaning of her name, or it's up to you what you want to type. I will type, what I had written in the other website. Okay. So we have this now, right? You can see that it's coming out somewhat similarly. Image is not showing up. We'll get back to that later. Okay. So now we have one of the Navadurga's definition. Okay. Now let's go on to the next part. We'll skip the rest of the 8. That is your homework. That's up to you guys how to do. Okay. After break, what do we do? What's the last thing we're going to do now?
Body
We
close.
have to close the body and
Close the
Yes.
body and the
HTML.
HTML.
We're going to close the body and we're going to close the HTML tags. Okay. All right, everyone.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. This is something like what it might look like without the styling. Not sure why the image is not. Yes.
Ma'am, one is missing. Image.
What page?
Image.
We've given the image. It's not showing up.
Yeah, ma'am.
Why do you think it's not showing up?
Ma'am, you made one mistake.
Tell me.
Is equal to.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. See, you found the mistake out. I want all of you to be looking at the code in the same way that Suvarn is. Okay. All right. This is what it looks like so far. And it's your homework for you all to come up with the rest of the names of the Navadurgas. Okay?
Can you show the code once?
Yes, I will show the code once. This is the code that we did today. Is it clear now? Anyone has any doubts?
Anushka, the picture is not showing up.
Picture is not showing up. Okay, check whether you put all the equal tos and the quotes properly. Yes, Pavanjit.
Why have you just closed HTML like right below body? Shouldn't it be like? Shouldn't you delete the space?
Yeah. Well, usually it's supposed to do that on its own. You're right. Where in whichever I've started the tag, the same alignment it should close as well, according to HTML. But I think, as I said, indentation doesn't really matter that much. Okay.
Anushka, you didn't really close the head tag.
I didn't close the head tag. Yes. See, you all told me the code. Look at all the missing holes in it. Okay. Now, what else is left to correct? Okay, is everyone clear now? Any other doubts? Yes, Hitan.
Ma'am, that image, the speech
Yes.
marks are not coming for me.
What's not coming?
The speech marks.
Speech marks. Quotations.
Mhm.
Okay, huh?
How to get
You
them?
have to click on. Okay. Do you see the enter key on your keyboard?
Yeah.
What is the key that you see next to the left of enter?
Speech marks. 2 speech marks.
Speech mark. Yes. You have to give the one on the top. Okay, the one
Ma'am.
that's 2.
Okay.
Okay. To do that, you have to click on Shift and then you have to click on the quotes. Okay,
Ma'am,
click on shift, then click on that button.
Hello,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes,
It won't be near there, ma'am.
what won't be near that?
The speech marks. Down of the enter, there will be a shift button, ma'am.
Yeah,
Here,
that's
as straight to that, there will be a triangle marks, speech marks, ma'am. Those are.
okay. Well, I asked Hitansh. Hitansh said that the speech marks are towards the left of his enter keys. Maybe there's a little bit of a difference, but Hitansh, you found the speech marks, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. To get the double speech marks, you have to click on shift and then you have to press on the speech marks. Okay?
Ma'am,
Okay, Hitansh?
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am,
No problem.
ma'am, 1 second. Share my screen that it's the code is right or not. Once can you see that?
Okay. Himashri, did you get the photo properly? Is the image visible for you?
Yeah, now it's visible. I just had to leave the
Okay. Okay,
save
so
it properly.
Suman is sharing his screen. Suman, you can skip to the page where you see the image, the code. It's fine. You show me the web page that you're seeing.
1 minute. Ma'am,
Okay. So when you can go ahead and check the grammar and the spellings in your paragraph.
yes.
And where's your image? I don't see your image. I don't see the Navadurgas.
I have not kept that image, ma'am.
Okay. Well, next time you share, you make sure that you're done with the entire code, then you share. Okay.
Yes.
Who has
Tomorrow I'll
finished?
share it.
Who has finished the entire code?
Ma'am,
What
do
do
you
you mean, like all the Navaratris and those?
Sorry? No, not okay. Whatever I showed you guys now, whatever you guys helped me with coding now, have you finished that?
Yeah.
Okay, then go ahead,
Anushka?
share screen.
ma'am, can you share the photo of all the whole code in the group once again?
Okay, we'll look into that. Okay, don't worry.
Anushka, small doubt. Since you put that name of the Navratris, what should I Google for that to find it?
You have to Google the Navadurgas. You can
Okay.
Google Navadurgas and their names, their meanings. You can Google like that. You'll find.
Okay.
Ma'am, should I share?
Yeah, Prajna, you can share.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Shlok.
Ma'am, like after we finish the coding, if we will it automatically get saved?
Yes, I'm coming to that. 1 minute. It's not like code.org, it's not auto save. You have to keep pressing the save button sometimes. Sometimes it will give you the notification. You've made so many changes without saving. Please click on save. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So sometimes auto save works, sometimes it doesn't. So on your save side, keep pressing the save button after a few changes. Okay. Yes, so you can see Naga Pradyumna's screen. Pradyumna, you can drag the rest of the code up. Yeah, you can drag it up. Is that all that it goes? No. I want to see the screen, not the code.
Yeah, that's all it goes.
Okay, no problem. Show us. You can scroll and show us. Yeah. Yes. Okay, has anyone else finished? Does anyone want to share?
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, Aparna. Tell me.
Ma'am, I have two doubts,
Ma'am?
ma'am, actually.
No problem. Go ahead.
Ma'am,
I don't have a
I want
vertical
you guys to refrain from interrupting me. Please raise your hand if you want to talk. You're free to tell me things, but make sure you raise your hand before you do. Yes, continue, Aparna.
I don't have a tab that I don't have that save tab.
You don't have that. Okay, 1 minute. I'll share my screen. Do you see this button? Look at where I'm pointing. Tell me if you see that button.
No, ma'am, that tab is not there.
Okay, what do you see in place of that?
Directly the HTTPS link, ma'am.
Can you share a screen, Abarna?
Yes.
Okay.
And my
I'm just
another
looking
doubt
at-
is there's
Yes.
no the dot of the Himalayas is not
See, that's because you didn't
white
close
color.
the whole tag here. Here you're supposed to close that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now it should be visible. Okay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And as for the save button, okay. Why do you have Chrome on your laptop, Abarna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, try opening the same thing through Chrome. Make sure you copy all of this code though, or else you lose it. Make sure you copy it.
Okay,
Copy
ma'am.
this or go to Chrome and then log in. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then it should work. All right.
I'll try that.
Okay, so I think unless anyone has any doubts, that's all for today. Yes, Shlok and Hitansh. I'll get to Shlok now first.
Nothing, ma'am. I just wanted to ask for a photo of the toad, but now when you say the screen to show the save button, I took the photo.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, Hitansh.
Ma'am, the photo is not coming.
Photo is not coming. Can you share a screen?
Yes.
Okay, does anyone want to help me identify the error in his code? Scroll down to the photo code, yes. Does anyone see anything?
It should be
SRC. In the light.
Yeah, you're right. See, Hitansh, look at the spelling of SRC. You've written SCR instead. Change that to SRC and it will be visible. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Radhika?
Ma'am, even I had the same problem, but now I got the image.
Can you share screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Now scroll down to the okay. What are you not able to see? What is the issue?
Ma'am, like I was not getting the picture, but
Okay.
I saw the others' problem, so I got it right now.
Okay. Fine. Yes. Pavanjit.
Yeah. The thing is, I can't see my the heading. Like the heading of what is Navaratri. The heading is
Can you share screen?
yeah. I've written once again, yeah. I've written title Navaratri and below that body H1. Then I've written what is Navaratri, but still it's not coming. Hello? Ma'am? Hello, ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am, why did she kept a U slash, I slash? Anushka, may I know what was the mistake here? You're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah. There was no mistake as such, apart from the fact that the head was closed. I mean, head was not closed. Okay. And since it was not closed, H1 sort of went inside head. And I told you, right? Head will show up over here. Head shows up over here, not on your screen. It'll show up over here. Since that happened, we weren't able to see the head, and even after I corrected head, it didn't show up. In a case like that, you should save and then refresh. Maybe because the code didn't load in properly yet. If you save and then refresh, it'll start working.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. You can lower your hand. Yes, Himashri. Let's get this done quickly.
So Anushka, I got the names, but I'm really not able to find the meanings. It is telling some long 4 sentences.
Okay, don't worry. I'll share a website for you in the group. You can refer to that. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Aparna.
One more thing. Is it fine
Yeah.
if I just keep the names typed and then afterwards I
Yeah,
can type in the meanings?
yeah, that's not a problem. But if I send the website in the group, then you make sure you get it done as soon as possible. Okay.
Thank you, Anushka.
Aparna, tell me.
Ma'am, the same problem occurred again. When I have opened in Google, just like you said, it's still not showing that untitled save.
Can you raise your hand? Sorry, can you share a screen?
Yes, ma'am. I have opened in Google, just like you said.
Okay, you have this copied and saved somewhere, right? The code.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then I'm gonna refresh it. There's a chance that you might lose the code, so you make sure you have the code somewhere else. Okay.
I have the code.
Okay. Can you give me remote control?
Yes.
Okay, it shows up for a minute and then it disappears. See that? Okay.
Yes.
Is there a chance you might have zoomed in too much?
No.
Okay, let's see what's happening here. Okay, Abhinav, why don't I get back to you after class? Okay, I think this might be a technical issue within the website, not something that like might be your mistake or my mistake. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll get back to you after the class or in the beginning of tomorrow's class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Revant,
The voice.
I cannot hear you, Revant.
Akka, it is not showing. I have typed all things, but it's not showing in the white space.
Okay, you don't type things in the white space. You type them in the black space under HTML.
I have typed in the black space only, but it is not showing that.
I can't hear you, Revant. Is anyone else able to hear him? No?
Me neither.
Okay, Revant, why don't you check your audio and get back to me because I can't really hear you. I can't understand what you're saying, okay?
Akka, no, it is working.
No, Revant. Okay. Why don't you check and then get back to me later, okay? Shlok.
Yes, ma'am. I have two doubts. Can I share my screen?
Yeah. Yes. What's the doubt?
Ma'am, here before body I have not put head, ma'am. Now how do I put it?
Yeah, you can. Okay. Put your cursor after the closing tag of title.
Here?
No. Line 3. End of line 3. Yeah. Press enter.
Okay.
Now type the head tag, except you will type the. Yeah. You have to hold shift. Yeah. Now type the slash and type head. Yeah. That's it.
My second doubt is now if I need to do the head read and again, or like how do I do it? Should I put head?
You have to write the same code. You see the entire line 11?
Which one, ma'am?
Line 11. From the bold tag to the break tag.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, that whole line, you're going to keep writing the same thing, except the names and the text will change, okay?
Oh, okay. So class will be like net only like that.
Yeah, don't change the class name. Okay. And you click on enter to go to the next line. That's all, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Make sure you do that. Yes, Suvarn.
అక్కడ పెట్టిన నాన్న లంచ్ బాక్స్ తినేసి దిగు.
No, it is okay.
Yes, Revant, it's okay now. What's the problem with your code?
It is showing like this. I have typed fully here, but it is not coming.
You have typed only that much. Okay, no problem. I think if required, I'll reach out to you on WhatsApp and you can do it. You see the save button over there, Revant? Press the save button and then refresh. Maybe then you'll be able to see.
Okay, okay.
If it's not visible, then I'll see. I'll show you the code. Okay, you can check whether there's something wrong with your code, and then you'll see. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yes, Suvar.
Ma'am, in the code you have done, we have in the code she kept first she shared first she shared the coding.
Okay.
I'm not getting her name.
Whose
In
code?
that first one.
Are you talking about Pavanjit who used the U tag and the I tag?
Yeah, mama.
That's not required for you. Don't worry about it. Okay. Vaishali.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm not able to get the image.
Okay, can you share your screen quickly?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Anyone wants to help me identify the error over here?
Ma'am, they did SCR instead of SRC.
Yes, again. See the SRC. Instead of SRC, you've written SCR. It will work now. Save and then refresh, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Samyak.
Ma'am, I've written the entire script, but I can't see it now. Like the what is Navratri title, and I'm not able to see.
Can you show me your screen?
One sec.
Yeah.
One sec.
So you're not able to see your code. Okay.
Ma'am, 1 second.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you see?
Yes.
Now I can't see that what is Navratri and all here.
Can you save and refresh?
Yes, ma'am. I'll try that.
Now refresh. Click Control R. If Control R doesn't work, try Control Shift R. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So that's all for today. Okay. I'll see you all tomorrow. Please make sure you've not lost the code. Save your code. Make sure you have the password and the Gmail for your website in case you need it tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow, same time. Okay. See you all. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye everybody.